Hi, and welcome again. Thanks for tuning in to my very first solo audio. This is Nora of the podcast Rock Your Life with Nora Finch. And for those of you who haven't listened to me before, I am a 20 plus year practicing holistic wellness practitioner and a mental readiness coach. You can find out more about me on my website, rockyourlifewithnorafinch.com. My shows are available on many platforms, including Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Google Play. Okay, so my custom holistic approach integrates healing and wellness from both my personal and professional background in holistic health, my mental readiness training in the self defense system of Krav Maga, various philosophies, energy medicine, energy and Buddhist psychology, as well as many alternative healing therapies outside of the box that come from many spiritual traditions. Those of you who are listening may not know I also specialize in first responder wellness and suicide prevention, so please share my info and free podcasts to help spread the word. I help them through wellness plans and more, as well as the free podcast, okay? So today, this episode, April 28th, 2021, let me explain what I am doing here that is different from my YouTube's videos. They are more of tutorials, and this is more of my storytelling area and goes into a lot more detail. It's kind of more like a diary. I also consider myself kind of more so with these. Or actually, whenever I talk and write as more of a documentarian, if that is such a word, that I feel like I've just kind of been documenting most of my life and sharing my perceptions and opinions and different things like that. So it's just my story that I am sharing. It's not for everybody, but it's just a way that I would like to share, what has worked for me in my experience. Okay. And a notebook might still be helpful here if you'd like to go along with me, because sometimes I will ask you questions. Excuse me. So, these episodes will cover how I basically managed my life through my own personal solutions, always being a problem solver. And once I got into personal growth, it kind of became a nice, fun addiction working on myself as I kind of checked things off my list that I wanted to work on for myself. And what I wanted to say is, even though I'll be reading to you some things from today, is one of I would say, of all the things that I've tried along my path, just my willingness to grow myself, hands down, of all the things that I've tried, is a huge, that's a huge part of my success. Okay, so many of my personal struggles, in my life, I'm going to be sharing my before and after mindset. So that kind of makes me different in my storytelling compared, to other coaches or, again, people that document their lives and share their lives with others. So my before and after mindset from being an introvert as a teenager to an extrovert that I slowly, gradually, from the age of 23, up until the point now, just growing the whole time, my core life lessons, my relationships, peacefully resolving conflict, being, learning to do that, my journey through self defense and how it transformed me to becoming more assertive and, even more confident as an individual in my abilities. These episodes are for you if you'd like to feel even more powerful by enhancing your skill set and learning new approaches to tackle life and its challenges. I will talk about all aspects that affect our emotional, spiritual, and mental health, from our relationships to our careers, parenting, human psychology, our lifestyle choices, our spirituality, creating the lives we want and what that means, as well as what it means to be free and how that can benefit you. And that's just an abbreviated list of what I'm going to be talking about. But just think of me as holistic health, right? The overall scope, and it's all mindset training and disciplining the mind. I also plan on reading some excerpts from important books that either I'm currently reading or books from my past. So I'd like to close this little short episode with some of my observations regarding the topic of our happiness and growing up and what we were taught and shown. Okay. And that is that happiness, being shown that it is a final destination instead of it being a state of being, meaning that it actually is something that has to be maintained if you want it to stay. Okay. So we have been taught, again, this is from my experience, that it comes from outside of ourselves, right? Happiness is found outside. And when we have these things, whether they're material things or something we feel is the perfect job or the perfect romantic relationship, now I am happy, it's all good. When in actuality, for myself, I have found that because there are so many ups and downs, I have to live my life thinking positive on a daily basis to keep that happiness flowing. I have realized that working on my inner character, embracing my unique gifts, and letting go of negative thinking about myself, including things like judging myself, being angry at the world, and that when I became extroverted and learn different, social skills, all these sorts of things, even becoming more funny to myself and knowing that I can change and create my own reality. These are the things that have helped me survive and thrive in life. And because of this, happiness has been easier for me to maintain. Okay, so I know that was a mouthful that I could go on and on and on, the things that affect our happiness, but I can definitely say, again, for those who haven't listened to me before that know, from my upbringing, not only being as well, I mean, being an introvert and being my angry punk rock self at the world, I know what it is like to be in a negative state of mind and, again, not having faith in humanity and being angry to going to a more positive and happy state of mind and being. And so it has become a choice now. Well, now it's just a lifestyle and a way of being. I don't really have to think about it so much anymore. So we can all get to this place. And I can help you get there if you want to know what this is like. And so I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for tuning in. This is Nora of Rock Your Life. And I hope these episodes are just another way to help you elevate and enhance your mindset to rock all aspects of your life. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.